What's up, revenge seekers? Welcome back to Ever Revenge, your go-to spot for tales that twist the knife and then mend the wound with a side of sweet justice. Quick favor before we jump in. We're inches away from 1K subscribers, and you could be the hero who tips us over. If these stories of betrayal and comeback vibes light you up, hit subscribe, ring that bell for alerts, and stick around for the full watch. Your time means everything to the Algo gods and keeps us spinning more magic. Let's crush that milestone as a crew. Now tissues at the ready. Today's gut puncher. My best friend betrayed me, but karma hit him when he least expected. Dive in. The autumn leaves crunched like brittle promises under our boots as Mia and I wandered the winding paths of Willow Creek Park. It was our third date, but it felt like destiny unfolding. Her hand slipping into mine, warm against the crisp October chill. Her chestnut curls catching the golden light like threads of sunlight. At 28, I was Jake, the steady graphic designer with a sketchpad full of half-drawn dreams and a heart starved for something real. Mia, 26, was a bookstore clerk with a laugh that echoed like pages turning in a quiet library. Her hazel eyes holding stories she'd whisper over late-night chamomile tea. That evening, as we sat on a weathered bench overlooking the duck pond, she leaned in, her breath a soft fog in the air. "Jake, you make me feel seen," she said, our lips meeting in a kiss that tasted of cider and quiet courage. From there, it bloomed, picnics under flaming maples, her head on my shoulder during indie flicks, me surprising her with dog-eared poetry books she'd mentioned in passing. Love wasn't fireworks. It was the steady glow of porch lights guiding you home. Jordan had been my anchor since we were kids, trading comic books in the schoolyard and vowing brotherhood over scraped knees. Tall with that effortless charisma and a salesman's silver tongue. He was the one who'd drag me out of funks with bad karaoke and worse advice. He met Mia at our first group hangout, toasting her with a wink that I chalked up to his harmless flair. But cracks formed like frost on glass. Late texts from him to her. Accidental brushes of hands during board game nights. I'd catch her smile falter when he joked too long. Her gaze drifting to him like a moth to a flame I couldn't see. The night it shattered, I came home early from a deadline crunch to find my apartment dim, lit only by the flicker of candles on the coffee table. Empty wine glasses, her scarf draped over the couch like a flag of surrender. A note on the kitchen counter. "Jake, I'm sorry. Jordan sees the adventure in me you can't. Please understand." The door clicked shut behind them, and my knees buckled, the world tilting into a void. Betrayal burned hotter than rage. My best friend, stealing the one person who'd made my grayscale life burst into color. I punched walls until knuckles split, drowned sorrows in takeout and silence, the echo of their laughter haunting every empty room. Friends tiptoed around the wreckage. Sleep fled like a thief in the night. Rebuilding was a jagged path. I quit sketching her portrait, started running trails at dawn where the mist muffled my sobs, each step a defiance against the ache. At a local art co-op I met Lena, a potter with clay-flecked freckles and a voice like river stones, who shared my love for quiet mornings and loud music. Our first coffee turned into hours, her fingers, rough from wheels and kills, interlacing with mine as she confessed her own scars from a faithless ex-romance rekindled not in grand gestures, but in the small. Her leaving mugs of strong brew by my easel, me massaging the knots from her shoulders after long studio days. We danced in her loft to vinyl scratches, bodies swaying to the rhythm of second chances, her whisper against my neck. "You're enough, Jake." More than. Love, I learned, was resilient, weaving through the thorns. Karma slunk in unannounced, a shadow in the rearview. 6 months later, a call from our old circle. Jordan's dream job in the city had imploded. Embezzlement charges from a shady deal he'd chased for the thrill, cuffs clicking as his empire of lies crumbled. But the real gut punch. In the fallout, Mia left him, her voice steady in the voicemail she sent my way. He chased highs, Jake, but lost the heart of it all. I see now what I walked away from. Alone in a sterile bail hearing, Jordan confessed to a mutual friend, eyes hollow as he muttered. "I thought I was winning, but I erased my own map home." No gloating from me. Just a quiet exhale, the weight lifting like fog burned off by noon sun. We crossed paths at the park one spring eve, fireflies winking like hesitant apologies. He looked gaunt, apologies tumbling out in a rush, raw and unpolished. I was jealous, man. Of your steady heart. Forgiveness wasn't instant. It was a slow thaw. But in Lena's arms that night, as rain pattered the window like forgiving fingers, I held gratitude tighter than grudge. Betrayal carves deep, but karma. It levels the field with a whisper, leaving room for grace to grow. Damn, that one stung and soothed all at once, didn't it? If Jordan's downfall or Jake's comeback had you hooked, join the family. Subscribe to Ever Revenge for more beautiful revenge stories laced with love's wild ride. Drop a like if karma's your spirit animal. Comment your wildest, least expected payback tale below. And share with a friend who needs this vibe. We're building something epic. Thanks for riding with us. Until next time, keep the faith, chase the light. Smiling face with horns collision.